Rivian stock is on the move and it's also in the news, trading 29.2 million shares in this session of today, the 15th of June 2023. This comes a day after the Fed indicated that it is just going to take a pause on its rate raising measures. So and we know very well that all of those things, interest rates, the broader market economy, the broad market situation affects stocks like Rivian because they need the sale of their vehicles. It's associated with interest rates, and indeed also their funding the need to continue to ramp up production, continue to sustain the production. Also depends on interest rate because they're still getting funds from. They still rely on one way or the other on hedge funds to get the funds they need, because they don't get these funds from banks. And hedge funds have a way of getting these funds somehow, and also those funds are dependent on interest rates. So we can also see today that the CFO of the company has indicated that they have certainly seen some impacts of the broader market economic environment in 2023. But she's now saying that they've also really seen a stable environment throughout the course of this year from a demand vantage point. So their priority right now is to ramp up production and drive down costs. And all of these comes at the time also that Tesla is equally slashing costs. The Tesla has, it's the dominant, the player in the market. So it has the avenue to do all of those things, slash cost and all that stuff, and it's still in somehow also still depends on hedge funds as well, Tesla itself. But at the same time as well, all of these, both of them, they all depend on interest rates, But it seems the companies like Rivian are also, I think what they're also trying to indicate is that maybe they're also sensing, the advisors are probably also telling them that these higher interest rates are here to stay. We're not going to go back to a time where we're going to have lower rates and all that stuff. And also to some extent as well, it tends to also benefit them, because at higher rates they will probably be making slightly more money, because with higher rates maybe there's a good chance they may be able to add, the margins might improve there given this higher rates. Their margins might also improve there, in as much as it's easier to add more margins at lower rates. But even at that, there's still the opportunity there is still there for them to add more margins to the price of their vehicles. But also it's also difficult because like I pointed out earlier on, Tesla is slashing costs. This is not the time when anybody can really afford to add margins and add costs and add add-ons to the price of whatever they're selling. Interest rates are very high now, very high for mortgages, for cars and all that stuff. So the broader market, the broader economic issues definitely is very much paramount to what Rivian does. So when the Fed reacts, Rivian does sneeze. It does affect Rivian. So in any case, right now it is up 3.26% as the market has just closed now. It had the highs of this session was around 15.56. It has cooled off from those levels, and it has a target of 15.26, just slightly bit above where it is right now, and above that is close to the highs of this session, $15.47. But indeed there are also downward projections, 15.18, 15.13, 15.09. all of them are on the 1 minute chart, all the way down to 14.70. So let's have a look at the daily chart and see what the projection there is. On the daily chart, we have a projection of upper projection of 15.58 and 17.79, downward projection all the way towards 10.64, and above that is 12.56, 12.52. Let's see whether there's any whether there are projections on its 1 week chart. And let's see, on its 1 week chart there are no projections there, so we are going to just stick with the daily chart, and that's a projection of 17.62 right now. Stand right now. Rivian stock is consolidating within a longer term bearish trend, and the broader market situation is definitely what the people who are running Rivian are really keeping their eyes on. The higher interest rates right now is is an issue that definitely affects stocks like or companies like Rivian. But given the fact that the Fed has paused it right now, paused interest rates at least for the next month, yes, it's quite good for Rivian and and indeed other EV stocks. This is how they see. They you can see, like I pointed out earlier on, the CFO is indicating that things are looking a bit stable. All of these are just coming just a day after. Things are, you can see they're not saying we've seen really a stable environment throughout the course of this year. Even all of these are coming at a time when the rates have been going up. So in any case, see what you make of RIVN stock, and we have this upper projection of 17.79, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.